Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Texas Rangers and the Seattle Mariners. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Marco Gonzalez gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good, and when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
First pitch, 111.
The 1-0 home. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Batting second, the second baseman, Elvis Andrus.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. His prior history in this matchup, he's got 5 base hits in 19 tries. Here it comes now to Andrus. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Andrus is a middle infielder by trade, of course, usually a shortstop, but they've got him at second base in this one.
Yeah, this one kind of reminds me of how I was raised. I came up as a shortstop, and everyone thinks you could just go over to second base, seamless transition. Not the case. It kind of feels like you're stepping on a different part of the earth right there. Everything's happening at way different angles. Turning a double play at second base becomes a real focal point and stuff you have to work on. Shortstop, the angles are all moving in front of you, all moving towards first base. This is interesting.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Elvis Andrus goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Up next for the Rangers, Nate Walker. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He's set. Here it comes. Hit to third. There is Seager. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Rangers set down in order. Nothing to start for the Rangers. Mariners coming up. You're watching MLB Network. Corey Kluber is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Here's D. Gordon now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch.
Gordon.
1-0. Got a ball, 1 strike.
to third. Right to Frazier. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that brings up the shortstop J.P. Crawford. First pitch on its way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Crawford is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Now here it comes.
That's ball 2. 2 balls.
Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Now the 3-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
And that'll bring in DH extraordinaire Edgar Martinez. No balls and 1 strike. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Crawford stands at first with 1 out. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
1-2, here it comes.
2 balls.
Misses, ball 2. Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
So runners at first and second here with 1 away, and here comes Junior. He's set, and the pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
0-1, here it comes. Grounded to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
The second baseman.
At the plate now, Brett Boone. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Boone, a California-born ball player, is a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues, without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
Bases are loaded here, one man out. Two balls and a strike now. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Here's the 3-1. In there, and he's taken him as far as he can go now. It's full, 3-2. Hit out towards second. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
To the plate now, Jay Buhner, as Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
One and one. Bases are loaded with only one out. Two and one.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
There's a line drive base hit to left field. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
That's by him for strike one.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Fouled off. Still only 1 out in the inning. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
At the plate, Kyle Seager. And the Mariners trying to make this first inning even bigger here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball 1.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
3 runs already home here. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. And another foul ball. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 1 run scores.
Well, this ends up being a sac fly, but you've got to love the effort out there. Sacrificed his body to make that catch, and I'll tell you, that didn't feel good. Probably saved extra bases by making that play.
Digging in, Tom Murphy. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Kluber pauses. Here's the pitch. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
A 1 pitch on its way, and a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1 to 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Mariners 4 and the Rangers nothing. Second inning set to go and set to stand in perhaps the premier backstop of the last 20 years, the veteran Pudge Rodriguez.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. Buhner is there to put it away for route number 1.
That is fifth, the right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Now at the plate, Nelson Cruz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Cruz begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
The 2-1 home.
Oh, that's out.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Sliced hard on the ground. It's down, and their first hit of the new campaign is going for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That is it. The left fielder, Joey Gallo.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. And this is on the ground for JP at short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 7. The center fielder, Danny Santana.
Stepping up to the plate, Danny Santana. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lays off 1-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. The 2-1 home. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rangers leave 1. They trail here 4-0. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in is the DH, D. Gordon.
Designated hitter, D.
First offering on its way. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in the second. That makes 5 hits already for these guys.
Digging in now for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slice down the left side, but foul. The 0-1 delivery. Hit hard on the ground towards second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the second inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
Standing in now, Edgar Martinez. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He drew a base on balls his first time up. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
None out, runners at first and second. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 1-2. There's a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get one, if not both of them home. And now, gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Ranger skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll beat an early retreat here this afternoon as he could never really get into the flow of the ball game. Rafael Montero enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Montero.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Griffey, a native Pennsylvanian, has been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport, and it's great to see.
Yeah, there's just no other way to slice it but the fact that if you're going to hang in for over 2 decades, you're probably Hall of Fame worthy, or at least have accrued the numbers to get you there. I mean, for people to stay in the game that long, the amount of adjustments you have to make and the ability to find a way to stay on the field, to go to the post and stay healthy for over 2 decades is mind-blowing.
Count even at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. So a full count now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And this is swung on and missed by Griffey as Junior's gone for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Brett Boone. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. We'll see if he can deliver here. Runners still at second and third with 1 away now. 0-1 pitch on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
So now to the plate, Jay Buhner. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. 1-0 count. Here it is. Fastball just inside. Two-0 count. The pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. There's ball 4.
Now batting, left fielder, Mitch.
So the bases are loaded here. 2 men gone. And up next, the corner outfielder, Mitch Haniger. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. In his career, Haniger is slugging north of .480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder is on the move, and this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. One more look at the circus catch in left field. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's Todd Frazier now, and his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going.
Todd Frazier.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes. No.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Frazier in front, 3 balls and a strike. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Good battle. Count remains full. Another payoff pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, and that's through for a hit.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and battle for a knock.
In now, Ronald Guzman, as he'll take a look at ball one. A runner at first with no outs here. That evens it up 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Count 1 and 2.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2.
You got a full count.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
At the plate, Michael Young lines softly to the right side. Foul. Young, a former Dodger, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Giving chase is Junior. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Elvis Andrus.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
Count now a ball and a strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Left side. Seager has it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Texas. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kyle Seager earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
0-1 the count. off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. He swings and grounds it to short. He's got it. And there's out number 2.
The designated hitter, number 9, Steve Gordon.
And here's the speedster, D. Gordon. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off there. 1-0. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field. A base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Throw over to the bag. Ready with the 1-0. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run, and he makes the catch in the corner. 1 left for Seattle as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Now batting, Nate Walker. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Walker.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Nate Walker has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Into the box, Pudge Rodriguez. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Henniger. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Digging in, Nelson Cruz. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
hard hit ball to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Rangers down quickly on just 4 pitches. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And up to bat next, one of the most prolific DHs to ever play, Edgar Martinez. First pitch on its way. Hit hard to third. Frazier is there. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Now batting.
So with his day fully over now, you get a look at the pitching line for the Rangers starter. Not the opening day he wanted to have, unfortunately.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
First delivery to him on the way. In there, 0-1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Down the first baseline. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
To the plate now, Brett Boone. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Now the pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Digging in now, Jay Buhner. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. This one's down to third. Frazier's up with it, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mariners leave 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Leading off for the Rangers.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Joey Gallo.
From the stretch, Joey Gallo is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Now here it comes. On the ground to the right side. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Danny Santana.
At the plate, Danny Santana comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat, and he gets ahead 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Todd.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
A base hit in his first trip. Here comes the 0-1.
Down 1-1.
Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. Just hung in there on that one. Now a move over to first, and the runner back easily. The 1-2. Sliced hard on the ground. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
The first baseman, Ronald Guzman.
Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Ronald Guzman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Aye.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
He offered at that pitch out of the zone there, and I think that's a result of the previous pitch getting called against him. He might feel like he's needing to expand the zone if that's how it's going to be called.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Yanked fouled off to the right. 2 out here and a runner at second. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Rangers leave 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Mitch Haniger.
Mitch Haniger.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Here it comes on 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Drilled to the right side, and this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Striding in, Kyle Seager. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Tailor-made 6-4-3 double play, and an easy one to turn.
So base is empty now after the double play, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Tom Murphy. Here comes the first pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. None left for Seattle as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. To the plate now for Texas is the DH, Michael Young, and he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Now the pitch. Hit out towards second. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
At the plate now, Elvis Andrus, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 delivery. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
The 2-0. The count now at 2-1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. And he struck him out.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
So now to the plate, Nate Walker.
Nope.
And that misses, ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Again, another foul ball. In the dirt. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Dan Altavilla comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Number 53, Dan Altavilla.
One out and a runner on second base. And he misses, ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Coming to the plate now, Pudge Rodriguez. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Young leads off second. The pitch. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the M's 5 and the Rangers nothing. Jesse Chavez is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and striding forward the designated hitter, D. Gordon. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Chavez typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up at the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
And that's the first out.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Now at the plate, J.P. Crawford. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. One out, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. A two-seamer there as this is fouled off to the left side. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for him to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Here it comes. Edgar Martinez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Three and 0 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-0. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame him. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Ready for another chance? Ken Griffey Jr. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
2 out with the man at first. This one's down to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. The Mariners lead it 5-0. Into the box, Nelson Cruz. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Blowing away with that one. It's 1-2.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Here's Joey Gallo now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Danny Santana, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out this side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Brett Boone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
At the plate, Jay Buhner. This one is crushed. Back, and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. Mitch Haniger the next to bat.
The left fielder.
As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
3-0 now. There's Kyle Seager in the on-deck circle. We'll see him next. Now the 3-0 offering. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Into the box now, Kyle Seager. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Here's the 0-2.
At the ball.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Into the corner and slicing foul. Another 1-2 delivery.
Would love to have a meeting at the mound right now with the pitcher. Don't understand that pitch down and in with a fastball with 2 strikes. Maybe he's looking for a ground ball.
And that misses 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. And it's fouled away. Full count now. 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit out towards second. To second for 1. On to Guzman. They get them both, and that retires the side. But the Mariners add to their lead thanks to the solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th, and this is now a 6-0 ball game. So next to the plate for Texas, Todd Frazier. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
He's set. Here it comes. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. The 1-0 delivery.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo home run for Todd Frazier. First home run of the campaign for him, and they're on the board at 6-1.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Matt McGill is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ronald Guzman.
Into the box, Ronald Guzman. McGill, 30 years of age. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And there's ball one.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Now the pitch.
That's ball two.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-1.
Ball three.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at bat here.
The 3-1.
Full count.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Standing in now, Michael Young, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Now back, the second baseman, Elvis
Ready once again, Elvis Andrus. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Mariners 6 and the Rangers 1. Brett Martin is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Brett Martin.
Next for Seattle, Tom Murphy. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
The catcher, Tom Murphy.
First offering on its way.
0-1's the count. Nope.
And that misses. 2-1. Martin, just 24 years of age. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
The designated hitter, number 9.
In now the Mariners DH, D. Gordon. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. The pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Here now the 2-2. Popped up. Frazier in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Line drive to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
The batter, number 3. Shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. Runner back safely. At the plate now, J.P. Crawford. Pitch outside, the throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
And the runner back. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And this one's in the dirt. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Up next to Seattle, the first baseman, Edgar.
Stepping in, Edgar Martinez. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball well outside.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. 1 left for Seattle. They lead it 6-1. Ready for another shot now, Nate Walker. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Nate Walker.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Outside for a ball. 1-1. And he misses. 2-1. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor. 3-1.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Ivan Rodriguez.
So stepping in, Pudge Rodriguez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he gets a fastball up in the zone, and he hammers it out to deep left field. And this baby is gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now batting, right fielder, Nelson.
To the plate now, Nelson Cruz. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he falls behind 0-2. Now pitch on the way.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. High pop up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Striding into the box, Joey Gallo. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch on its way. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. And they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. A crowd of over 39,000 feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
It's always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're at home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
6-2 the final total today. The Seattle Mariners jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Marco Gonzalez earns his first win of the season. Corey Kluber was unable to work out of the second inning as he settled with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Rangers, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. Our paid attendance at T-Mobile Park this afternoon, 47,715. The Mariners thank you for your patronage and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.